Everybody's time. Let's get started. I want to thank everybody and welcome you to the author program. This is not the final end of it. We like to help students present their projects as well. That is the part of the Gifted Gabber where we want to build your personality as well. So this presentation is something that we prepare you for. You can go back to your school and give it to your counselor and your teachers, and it reflects on your counselor and teacher recommendation. So don't worry, we will do our final presentation today. And when your book is ready, I will invite you and I'll help you market the book and spread the word about it. Okay, so with that, let's get started. Amish, are you ready? Okay, let me unmute you. Yeah. Amish, can you hear me? Amish? Yeah, right there. Okay, great. Great. So you want to start your presentation? Give a bit of an intro and then start your presentation? While you set up, should we go to another student so that you can get set up or? Okay, so let's go to Rizan. Hey, Rizan, do you want to start your presentation while he fixes his audio and everything?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Could you see it all right?
Yes, we can see your screen, Rizan. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. This is my author program final presentation. A little bit about me. I'm a sophomore at Tesoro High School. Some of my hobbies are reading, watching movies, playing tennis, singing, and spending time with my friends and family. So the genre I chose for my book was realistic fiction because the story I wrote about was loosely based on my life, but I wanted to add a few more twists to the story to make it more interesting. It couldn't have just been, he got up, he went to school, went to the doctor, came back home, did homework. So that's why I made it fiction and not nonfiction. And this was also my first time writing a book or novel or anything of that sort. So I wanted to make it as simple as possible. So brief summary of my book. So it's loosely based upon things that happened to me. And it starts with my character Zan's life in the future, where he goes to his dream college. And he has a lot of stressors in his life, like teachers, projects, and just a lot of homework and stuff. And he suddenly has an episode of alopecia, but it's not his first time. And alopecia is this disease in which you lose clumps of your hair and circular patterns. And he even has difficulties among his friends. So I show that, and then I take it to a flashback when Zane originally got alopecia when he was in high school, and that's kind of where it relates to my life and how he dealt with it, with like changes to his diet overall, and like changes to his lifestyle, etc. And so I conclude the book with his problems in the future being solved and him continuing to deal with his ongoing problem by doing some of the same things he did when he was in high school. Okay, my favorite part of the book was the psychic part. I just thought it was like so unique and different from what you hear like as like traditional methods of dealing with hair loss. And it's actually something that happened to me. So my family in Pakistan invited over this like psychic healer and we WhatsApp video called them at night. And he was looking over through my hair trying to see which evil hairs resided in my hair and that were trying to prevent regular hair growth. And so he found them and then we pulled them out actually. And we were doing a lot of other things at the time, so we don't know if it 100% worked, but maybe it did. So I had two things that I really liked about the process of writing a book. One was going to the sessions and working with Miss Neetu to help me brainstorm and get feedback on what I was writing. It was a sort of validation that the hard work I was doing was paying off. And the second part was actually some of the frustrations with the plot that I had, because originally I really couldn't think of anything to write about. So I would just try to brainstorm as much as possible. And then I realized that I had a story just sitting on my hands that I could write about. Okay. And then my experience with the author program was amazing. They were both always there for us. Miss Neetu Rishi, I remember when I originally joined and I couldn't think of anything, like I said before, she would take me into the breakout rooms and just help me set attainable goals, give me advice, help me build my plot, brainstorm with me. And it was just awesome that she was there for us. And thank you so much. Any questions?
Awesome. Everybody, a big round of applause to Rizan. A bit about Rizan. Rizan is an extremely driven student and very, very creative. And I mean, the very fact that he's accepted his alopecia and made it like an activism. He also has a passion project where he wants to build awareness and help students similar to his. You want to stop sharing so that we can come on the screen, Rizan? Yeah, so Rizan has been doing a lot more things. He wants to build awareness about alopecia in students. So another round of applause, and please, everyone on the call, please ask 2 questions on the chat about their book. Okay, and also you will get to vote which is your favorite book, and there will be prizes. And also, I want you to fill out the testimonials so that I can give you a certificate and recommendation. So great job, Rizan. Everybody, a round of applause. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's go to Amish. Amish, are you ready, honey? Is your video issue resolved?
Yeah, I've switched devices.
Yes, we can hear you. What about your video, honey?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see you. Amish, go ahead. And 2 questions for Rizan, please.
All right. So I'll start by asking, like, do you know any real causes of, the disease? Like, how did it get here? Body.
Oh, so are we supposed to ask questions in the chat box or out loud? Sorry.
Please ask questions on the chat box so that we can keep the airtime for the presentation. So you can, Amish, any questions, please chat it in the chat box, okay?
All right. Should I do that before or after my presentation?
After your presentation, honey.
Okay. This is a new device, so just open that up. Could I just have a minute because I need a two-step verification. I just switched computers for my
Okay,
mic.
that's okay. Let's go to Kamya. Kamya, are you ready, honey?
Yeah, sure. 1 minute.
Okay, great. Come on screen. Hey, Kamya, how are you? Go ahead.
Good, how are you? I'll share my screen 1 minute. I just have one question. Okay, never mind. It's right
Yes, yes, honey.
here. And never mind. I was trying to see. I've never used Canva, but I'm using it now. Okay. So this is my book called Healing Yesterday. It's like, as you can see, it's about healthcare. It's about taking different approaches to healthcare in a sense. My name is Kamya Kirthivasan. I'm a rising junior in Connecticut, and I have a passion for medicine and science. I also love listening to music that can be both American and Indian. I love riding my bike. I love dancing, both Indian classical dance and Bollywood dance. And I also recently got my Eagle Scout badge, and I love giving back to my community through that, through different community projects, and just in general, signing up for any volunteer opportunity through my school. And that's a picture of me. So my book, Healing Yesterday, is fiction. So why did I pick this genre? There are 4 different things that I decided to pick fiction because of, which is it gives us creative freedom. With fiction, there's so many options that you can write about. And because I had the freedom to choose whatever I want, I loved that genre. Second, you can choose any theme you wanted. And with fiction, most of your readers can relate. And I like books that I can relate to, which keeps me going. So I thought the relatability of my book would help in the help readers continue and be interested in the story. And then its flexibility in storytelling helped like me at least write the story and be able to add my own twist to it. And like it added entertainment and emotion for the characters both, and just adding humor to it. So a brief summary of my book is the main character is Dr. Amelia Rivers. She's a new doctor, a new resident who shows up to work one day and realizes just how different the medical scenario is than what she had envisioned. So she's determined to shift focus towards preventive medicine from reactive, which the current medical scenario is. And the format of my book is letters to a friend. And this friend is someone that she lost touch with over a couple of years ago over a disagreement. And through her process to change the focus, she faces various changes, skepticism, and through personal issues from across the board of medical members. She also, through a process, through challenges and everything, she sparks a national conversation for global change, and with help of her colleagues and people that she is able to help. So my favorite part of this book was first planning the finding idea, because finding my idea, like I always knew I was going to write a book about healthcare or about someone's like challenges, because that resonated with me, because that's what I wanted to do in the future. And I wanted to be able to resonate with the book that I wrote. And then being able to reach a checkpoint, writing a couple thousand words is hard, but being able to reach the halfway point or the a quarter was something that I looked forward to, and I was happy once I reached that. And at the end, being able to finish the book and being proud of your progress is something that I was happy about too. So why did I enjoy this program, and what did I like the most out of it? So I made various relationships with people in it. I talked to both the students in it and Miss Neetu, and we connected over how she's a coach for the Miss India USA Texas, and I did Miss USA, Teen USA, and we both connected on that. And I feel like we'll continue talking over other things like that. And I was able to relate to other people like that too. And sometimes during the meetings, we just had time to sit and write. And I feel like just having time or like a couple hours in the day where you can just sit and write brings you a lot of progress. And also throughout our meetings, we had a lot of discussions and icebreakers. And I remember the first meeting we had an amazing icebreaker. It was like, find an object that resonates with you. And that's how Miss Neetu and I shared our love for pageants. So my experience with this is I learned about my own creativity levels, and it helped me be more focused with all of my assignments. Dr. Virgil taught us different styles of writing: poetry, nonfiction, fiction, fantasy, and everything like that, and inspired me to write whatever my heart desired. Miss Neetu Rishi was also so welcoming and kind, and through every single meeting, and was our motivation throughout. Thank you for your time. And does anyone have any questions?
So that Ms. Neetu can speak a few words with you. Ms. Neetu?
Hello, good morning. It says unable to start video. Okay.
No, you're already on the video.
Hi, good morning. So Kamya, congratulations. I'm really admiring your work and everything that you have done so far. It's exciting. But my question to you is, during this entire journey, was there a time when you felt like, my plot is not good enough? I want to rewrite, or I want to rethink what I'm writing. Did that happen with you?
Yeah, like any author, there are times where you're confused, where you just don't know where to continue your plot, or where you just think that like you should stop because your brain isn't working in the right way, or you just can't like understand like where to go next. And that like happened to me multiple times, where I was like, what should I write about next? What should my next chapter be about? I was also kind of insecure about like the length of my book too, because when I'm looking at all the other books in my house, they're all like 400, 300, like all those amount of pages. And I remember like you talking about it in our classes, and I was around like 30 pages when I was like, I don't know if my book is going to be that long. And you kept saying, like, because I was like, I need to have so many ideas for the book to be that long. But I kind of realized that a book is a book. It doesn't matter how long or how short it is. It just matters if you get your main point across and you are happy with the result. So I was able to I had my planning idea and everything, and I was just happy with seeing the entire plan that I had thought out at the beginning, plus a couple of changes that I made on the way, see through at the end of the book, which I turned in. And I'm just happy with what it is now. And I did have many challenges through the way, but I tried to, by your motivation and your help, I was able to go past them and create the book that we have today.
Awesome. Very nice. You did a good job. I'm so proud of you.
Amazing, amazing, Kamya. So a big round of applause for Kamya. As you can see here, these students, these children are like just so wonderful. They're so fertile, full of energy and full of creativity, and they're waiting to gain knowledge and contribute to the world. And all we do is provide them the appropriate amount of guidance and instructions, and they blossom. So amazing. Everybody, a big round of applause to Kamya. And please let me know when your book comes out. And of course, I am going to order everybody's book, and we will promote your book. That's part of the marketing plan, where we invite you to give an interview. We post it on different social media channels with your links. So amazing. Writing a book is a long-winded journey, and it does not have to be 1,000 pages. It just needs to be worthwhile and impactful. So a big round of applause to Kamya, and everyone, please fill out the form for the recommendation and the certificate. We do give you a certificate and recommendation. This is not the end. We will invite you. There are other platforms like newspapers and other journals where we will be inviting you to present your book and your thing. So welcome. So let's welcome Neetu. You have a few words to share before we go to the next student.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry about some technical issues, but I'm here. I'm so proud of each one of you. It was quite a good journey. I enjoyed working with each one of them. The most exciting thing, which I want to share with all of you, and especially Coach Joe, that, when I gave them the first time the prompt where we try to work out what is the genre that they are good at. Because sometimes we think, oh, I can write horror or I can write mystery. But when you are working on that prompt, writing 500 words or writing 10,000 words is a huge difference. And when I was reading their prompts, the kind of the style of their writing, which I figured out, oh my God, I was so astonished. These kids are like, they are not just aspiring authors. They have a long journey. They have so much of potential. And I'm glad that I was a part of this. This is just the start. I know they have a lot of things to, coming their way. But congratulations, everybody. And to you, Coach Joe, thank you so much for bringing these kids here on this platform.
Yeah, amazing. And Miss Neetu, she's so patient. She's an amazing coach. I mean, whichever course she takes on, she's very nurturing. She's always there for the student. She motivates them to finish this, because authoring a book is very isolating. You have to put in a lot of work, but a big round of applause to Miss Neetu's mentorship and coaching. So thank you very much. So 2 questions for Kamya. Kamya's book, we want you to encourage your classmates as well. We want to build a tribe here where you nurture, support, and uplift everybody as you grow. Okay, so please fill out your recommendation form as well, so that you'll get your certificate and your recommendation. Next, let's go to Amish, sweetheart. Were you able to sort your issues? Poor Amish, who's trying to, yeah. Amish, you want to try sharing so that we can see?
Yeah, let me get that started.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yes, Amish, we can
Do you guys see this?
Very good. Very
All
good.
right.
Excellent.
So this is my journey in the author program with Gifted Gabber. So before we start, who am I? In my free time, I like to draw, cook, play basketball, and play chess. But I figured instead of adding writing here, I should give it its own place. So I've been writing for a really long time, like ever since I was really little. And I actually made the most friends in ELA because I could relate to people through writing. And I've recently actually started to write journal entries because of my love for it. So the genre is realistic fiction adventure. And I chose this because it kind of worked with the ending, and I wanted people to envision themselves in the main character's shoes. And it's also my favorite genre. So this is our brief summary. So this is a perspective shown through the bowl of rice. If you put 2 characters together, one earnest and one sinister, what do you think will happen when they both eat a single plate of rice? The truth is, perspective is everything, and it affects everything you look around to see. And Martin and Luke, my two main characters, will go through life and see how perspective changes every detail. Okay, hope you're enjoying so far. So my favorite part, it's kind of strange, but I liked when Martin loses his dad because he's my favorite character, and this was such a crucial moment to his character development. Like, this changed everything and kind of set his course for how he wanted to live the rest of his life. And the best part of the process was empowering myself and being taught by my own lesson. So I wasn't actually looking at my climax through the right perspective, even though that's what my book was about. So I decided to slow my pacing down, and I didn't think I would finish in time, but it all changed when I tried to make my climax more internal than external. So like, I tried to make it deal with more internal conflicts. And eventually I managed to get on a good pace, and I'll probably be able to finish now. All right, so thank you to all the professors. I've always been intimidated of creating a real novel just because of, like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how real people make them, but this course finally helped me make one. And with this experience, I might be able to make a second over the course of the next year and publish it in the summer. So I'm grateful that I could rely on my professors so easily. So if I ever needed help, it would be like right there. So Q&A. If we have any questions. All right.
It was a beautiful, colorful presentation. Very, very good. And also the way you presented was amazing. You want to stop sharing, honey, so that we can come all on the screen?
I'm gonna open my
Sure.
on the other
Yes.
computer.
Yes. Yeah. And Miss Neetu, do you want to add anything for Amish?
Yes. So Amish, I know I'm one of the lenient professors or teachers, you can say. But when it comes to writing a book, I'm always particular about deadlines. So my question to you was, how was your experience, or how was your feeling when I said that this is the timeline? Did it create that stress or pressure for you? If yes, how did you deal with that?
So for the most part, at the beginning, I could like pace myself really easily, and the deadlines weren't a problem. It was when I hit the middle part, I was trying to mesh towards the ending more, but like I couldn't create that little part there. So I would like really slow it down. In that time, it was a little stressful, and I couldn't really reach the word goals. But at this point, I'm reaching my climax and I'm about to finish. So
Very nice. I'm glad that you did. Congratulations for that.
Amazing, Amish. Which grade are you?
I'm going to 8th this year.
Okay, it's so wonderful, and you've started your journey very, very early. And I would like to tell everybody on the call, this program has really, really helped my students. We've been running this from the past 3 years, and one of my students used it as a launch pad to get into all the schools in UCs. So UC colleges, they look for a right brain, which is more creativity. Got it? UC applications are in such a way that they consider not just the left, but the right. And you know what? It's not enough for colleges if you just focus on the STEM related activities. You need to pursue your artistic, creative ventures as well. And this is a wonderful, wonderful platform to like excel. So Sanjit, who again worked with Ms. Neetu, he published his book. He was in the research program. He got into all the UCs. He got into all the wonderful, wonderful schools, because I was right there helping him write the essays. So this activity is considered a passion project that you can put in your college application to help you get into your dream school. Okay, so all the very best, Amish. 2 questions for Amish, and also please fill out the form so that we can send the recommendation and the certificate. We would like to appreciate you. Your journey is not done. Ms. Neetu and all of us will get together to promote your book as well. Okay, so a big round of applause to Amish. Next, let's go to Aarti Nair. Hey, Aarti, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
So this is my presentation by Arti Nair. My name is Arti Nair. I am 11 and I'm in 7th grade. I like to read fantasy themed books, sketch drawing, and watch movies. I also live in California and I love listening to music. I'm also really into computers, computer science, etc. My genre is very fantasy themed with a bit of sci-fi. Why did I choose this genre? It's one of my favorite genre of books, if not my favorite genre of books. I find this genre very easy to get attached to. I also used a lot of inspiration from Chris Colfer's Land of Stories for my novel. Brief summary, my book is kind of like Alice in Wonderland. So two characters fall into another fantasy world and have to find a way to get back into the real world. They encounter many difficulties and adventures on the way. My favorite part of the journey was talking with the students and meeting everyone in general. I also loved writing the book and designing my characters. The most enjoyable part, same as last, the most enjoyable part was meeting everyone, including the amazing teachers, and designing my characters. I was a little scared at first since I had very little words compared to everyone else, but I managed to catch up. How this helped me? This helped me boost my creativity a lot. This was especially a very fun experience and I really enjoyed it. To my mentors, thank you both so much for helping me with this journey, for walking me through this since I didn't really know what was happening. So I really appreciated it. Questions?
Do you have a few words to share? You want to stop sharing, Arti?
Okay, congratulations, Arti. I'm so proud of you again. My question to you is, I know one, a regular activity that we used to do in every session was to check how far are we from our target. So every week we used to give a word count as a target and then check on everybody. So Arti, my question to you is that did it happen ever that when we are sharing that, oh, I've written this is my word count, and somebody else wrote, which was a word count higher than you, did you felt like, and you started comparing your journey with theirs? If yes, how did you overcome that challenge?
Yes, because I thought I was like the only one who had like very little words. I eventually overcame this by, well, your words kind of helped me like figure out that I don't need to compare myself to others.
Yes, that's so good. We don't have to compare. We all have our own stories. We all have our own journey. We never compare with each other. We just focus on our writing. And that's, I think, also a lesson for our life. We do not want to compare our life with somebody else. But good job. I'm so proud of you.
Amazing, amazing. So everyone, 2 questions for Arti, and also please fill out the recommendation form. And once your once your book is published, we will be here to promote it. Okay, so let's go with I'm sorry, Muttu, is it Muttu, or is that a student or student's name? I can call you because you've been here before. Dia, Muttu.
Hi, this is Amish's parents.
Okay, very good, very good. No problem. Please, thank you for being here and taking the time for your child's presentation. And we had a really, really wonderful time. He is a wonderful kid. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dia, sweetheart, sorry, apologize to the West Coast people. We didn't consider you while scheduling this time. We will make sure that the West Coast people get another opportunity. Dia, please go ahead with your presentation.
Okay, yes, sure. So Dia, as I said, as I've been saying, that each and every student is so unique. Each one of them have their own way of writing, their own pace of writing. And the best thing was when we used to go to the breakout rooms, in the first starting days, they were not very comfortable sharing about their story or about their pace or their challenges in front of everybody. But when I went into the breakout room, I was able to not only listen to their journey, their story, their ideas, but I was also able to convince them to come and present it in front of other people. Because ultimately, the book has to go out in the world, right? And the book will be shared with so many people, so many strangers. It's open. So I'm happy that I was able to give them that confidence of having that courage to let it go and believe in your work, that my work is the best. I do not care what others think about me. I remember one of the student also asked in this group, if Thea also remembers, that I'm scared when the book goes out. What if somebody writes that the book is a crap? I said, do not ever bring this thought into the mind. The book is out in the world. Let people decide what they think about your book. But whatever they decide, you stay confident about your work, that you did it. How many people do you know in your family or friends who have written a book? Most of them said none. So that means you are the pioneer. You are the one who are making your family, your friends proud of you. And I think this is the best feeling that I felt in the class when I was working with these amazing.
So hi everyone, my name is Dia Diguredi, and some things about me are that I go to Cupertino High School in Northern California, and I'm starting school on Monday, and I'm going to be in 10th grade. Some hobbies I have are reading and writing, and my favorite subject in school is history. So my genre that I chose for this book was adventure/fantasy book. And the reason I chose this genre is that because it's usually one of my favorite genres to read, which I thought it would be easier for me to write because I already have a lot of experience with it and something I already enjoy. And my book is also based on stories that have already been created, but with a twist. So I didn't have to build a whole new world. I just had to use those stories to create a base for my book. So the summary of my book is that there are two main characters and they're siblings. And one of the siblings, she gets a mysterious book from her teacher at school. And this book acts as a portal to a different. And all the characters from the stories that they grew up as children, all the characters are the same, but there are many plot twists and different sides to each story. In order to fix everything that's happening in that world, they'll have to find out some secrets of different characters that would potentially change the course of where the world is heading. And the story does end on a cliffhanger that basically undoes all of the actions throughout the book. My favorite part or enjoyable experiences of this journey, I didn't have a specific favorite part, but I really did enjoy describing the different settings the characters traveled through because I had a lot of fun with the details. It was also really fun using a creative thought process, and it was a very fun experience being able to meet everyone and do something that I probably wouldn't have gotten to do ever. Any questions?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Awesome, Dia. Really, really nice presentation. And we love the topic of your book as well. So wonderful. And we want you to keep writing, following your passion for history. And certainly you're in California, and this is certainly going to help you with your UC application, where there's a question where it asks you, there are four PIQs, and one of them is the creative writing, and make sure that you write in detail about this book, the genre, and the characters. Got it? So great job. Everybody, a big round of applause to Dia. Okay, so do we have any other students that are there that didn't go and present? Please let me know. You'll get an opportunity to share. I'd like Ms. Neetu to share a few words before we wind up.
Okay. So first of all, again, congratulations, Dia. It is amazing to see how far you have come. But I would like to ask you a question before we wrap up this. I always say, just for again, everybody, that fall in love with your characters. I used to tell them, visualize your characters. What's the color of their hair? What's the color of their eyes? How do they look? What's their personality? What do they wear? Did this concept help you to actually build your story well and go with the flow? Did it help you?
I think it definitely helped me feel more connected to the story because I based a lot of parts on me from me to the characters, and I think that it was pretty fun designing the characters, and that was something that helped me to keep going.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So are we about to wrap up?
Wrap up. And also, students, I want to give you an opportunity. Please unmute yourself, and if you want to share any experience, share anything, we would love to hear from you. Our whole goal is to provide you a safe platform to express yourself, not just through written, but verbally as well. So anybody wants to share anything, please unmute yourself. You're welcome to.
I guess I could share. I
Yes, please,
just
Dan.
never thought that I would get the chance to write a book or, do anything of that sort. It seemed like such a daunting task. So many like words to write. How do I publish it? Where do I get it edited? But this program made it, very simple. All the tools were given to us. We just had to do the work, make the book, and then send it in. It was as simple as that. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I remember how Razan and me worked, because I know after 3 or 4 sessions, he asked me, like, Miss Neetu, can we go to the breakout room? I need some help. And my question was, okay, what's the word count that we are at? He said, Miss Neetu, actually, I've not been able to figure out what to write, how to write. And then we touched base on some points, and I think that was the story point we got there and then. But I'm glad that you pushed yourself, right? Me and Coach Joe are here to navigate you, guide you, but it's your journey and you have to put that effort, right? We are always there, but we provide you with a GPS, but you need to know how to run and find your way through that GPS. So good job, Razan. I'm so proud of you again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I think Kamya wanted to share. Yes, Kamya.
Yeah. So throughout this journey, like I didn't really think, obviously, like Razan said, that like creating a book would be something in my lifetime, because I like my career path, obviously, like I said, like I wanted to go into medicine and something like that. And I was never thinking of going in like writing a book or something like that. But when I signed up I'm doing the biomed research thing this year. And then I saw other opportunities too. And I was like, writing a book is something that like I've always had that creativity in me. And I like, although like the process is hard and like for doing all the editing and everything, like, but with this program, we don't have to do that. Like we just have to write the draft and then it goes through all the other things and then it comes back to us. So the program just made it 1,000 times easier, and it gave us like an opportunity to reach an end goal and reach like our passion project in a sense. And on top of like all the other things like I know all the people in this program are doing, this one is very interesting. And I loved working with Miss Neetu and doing everything with them on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. And the credit goes to Miss Neetu and her teaching and coaching style, which is extremely student-driven. She cares about the student. She'll take any amount of time to sort of help them out and nurture and nourish them. So that's wonderful. Thank you. A big round of applause to Miss Neetu. And also the way we build our Gifted Gabber program is basically it's your story. It is our template. That's what we say. It's your talent, your passion, and we are here to guide you through taking through the journey. And we also know that if things are very complicated and it's like too many steps, then you won't be motivated to do that, right? So we try to simplify, not oversimplify, but the learning process is always there. And I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to all your books. It's not done, and I can't wait wait for the time when Ms. Neetu will text me the link of all the Amazon books, and I will buy them. Then once it comes, I will invite you over where we will speak about your book. I'll create marketing materials so that we can sort of promote your book as well. Okay, so keep going on, keep up the hard work, follow your passion, and stay well. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Bye now. Thank you, Ms. Neetu.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Joe. Congratulations. A big round of applause for Coach Joe as well.
Thank you.
No, it's a lot of work. I know, coordinating with your team has been doing an amazing job. We all come together, and that's why it makes it easy for all of us. So thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Bye now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you.